Hello, everyone. Welcome to English with Uma. Today's episode is a little different and very special. We're not just going to listen to a story, we're going to walk into one. Imagine this. You are standing at the edge of an old wooden door in the middle of nowhere. The door is slightly open. Warm golden light spills out. You hear soft voices, laughter, the rustle of pages, the crackle of a fireplace. A gentle wind pushes the door wider, as if inviting you. You take one step, and suddenly you are no longer just listening. You are inside the story. This is not a normal lesson. This is a journey. A girl named Arohi is waiting for you on the other side. She's 16 years old, quiet, loves books more than people, and one day she discovered that every story she reads pulls her inside, not as a reader, but as a character. And today, she's waiting for you to join her. Let's go. Close your eyes for a second, or just imagine. Take a slow breath. Now step through the door. The girl who walked into a story. Arohi had always felt like she didn't quite belong in the real world. People spoke too fast, moved too quickly, expected too many answers. But books were patient. Books waited for her. So she read, all the time, under tables, in corners, late at night with a torch. One rainy afternoon, she opened an old book she found in her grandmother's attic. No title, no author, just a brown leather cover with a tiny golden key painted on it. She turned the first page, and the world disappeared. She was suddenly standing in a narrow cobblestone street. Houses leaned toward each other like they were sharing secrets. A lantern swung above a wooden sign, the Wandering Lantern Inn. Rain was falling, but it felt warm, like summer rain. A girl, about her age, stood under the lantern. She had the same face as Arohi, the same eyes, the same nervous half-smile. "You came," she said softly. "I've been waiting a long time." Arohi's voice shook. Who are you?" "I'm you, the version of you who stayed in the story. You always leave too soon. You close the book before the ending. But this time, you have to stay, because the story needs you." Arohi looked down. She was wearing a long green cloak she had never seen before. In her hand was a small golden key, the same one painted on the cover. The other Arohi stepped closer. 3 doors are waiting. Behind one is fear. Behind one is truth. Behind one is home. Only one key will open the right door, but you can only choose once. Arohi felt her heart thumping. She looked at the 3 wooden doors at the end of the street. Each one looked exactly the same. Old, carved, beautiful. No signs, no hints. She closed her eyes. She remembered every time she had closed a book too early, every time she had been afraid to know what happened next, every time she had hidden from hard feelings. She opened her eyes. "I choose truth," she said quietly. The key turned easily in the middle door. It opened with a soft click. Inside was darkness at first. Then a single candle lit itself. Arohi saw herself not as a character, but as she really was, sitting on her bed, holding the book, tears on her cheeks, afraid to finish the last chapter of her own life. The other Arohi stood beside her now, not as a separate person, but as a reflection. "You were never supposed to run from your story," she whispered. "You were supposed to live it." Arohi felt something warm inside her chest. Not shame, not fear, just understanding. She looked at the candle. "I'm ready now. I want to know how my story ends. Even if it's hard, even if I cry, I want to stay." The candle flame grew brighter. The room became her bedroom again. But something was different. She felt taller, calmer, braver. She looked down at the open book on her lap. The last page was blank. She picked up her pen and began to write. The end, or maybe just the beginning. Now take a slow breath. You just walked into a story. You felt the rain, you heard the click of the key, you chose truth. That is real English practice, when the language stops being study and starts being alive inside you. Your simple practice, 5 to 10 minutes today. Listen again or read aloud. Feel the story, not just understand it. Shadow 3 sentences. Repeat after me or after your inner voice with the same emotion. "I've been waiting a long time." "You were never supposed to run from your story." "I'm ready now. I want to know how my story ends." Retell in your own words. Speak aloud or write 4 to 6 sentences. What did Arohi find in the story? Why did she choose the door of truth? How did she feel at the end? What would you have chosen? Fear, truth, or home? One emotional sentence. Finish this aloud. "My story is not finished yet because..." That's it. No pressure, just feeling plus speaking equals real English growth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay in the story a little longer than yesterday. Tomorrow there will be another door, another story, another piece of you waiting inside. Until then, keep the key close. It's yours. See you tomorrow, my friend. Your story is beautiful, and it's still being written. Take care.